pictures of checks.
How do we know you're not just doing that?
I talk the talk, I walk the walk. Get bogus checks. He's trying to cash $1.6 million to services. No, not
Yeah, you're right.
When most people think of a bank heist, they think of a group of masked armed men entering a bank armed to the teeth and taking over the entire bank and making escape with a plus $1 million score. However, most bank heists are really not heists at all. They are people who enter financial institutions and attempt to commit fraudulent acts. Those cases are actually quite interesting, and if you combine a sovereign citizen ideology and a bank fraud case, you're going to end up with something very, very interesting. This is one of those.
He's in the office now with the manager. He's writing. He just look very fake. His passport, what I saw online, it said it should be year, month, date, but I don't know. Kristen contacted our security and she said to call you guys.
She's trying to deposit it?
Opening up a new account with hers. You can step in there if you want, but she's back with us.
Okay.
He's in my office now presenting these, and this looks to be a fake passport. The date, it says the date's supposed to be backwards, like the year's supposed to be over there.
Do those feel like real checks, or?
No, they're already pre-made. I ran them through check systems. The name didn't come up on check systems. It just had a credit score, very low credit score, and no reason he should be getting these kind of checks, it seems.
Financial crimes. Okay, these are not the most fun Hollywood type calls that officers get. A lot of times they are really slow paced. It requires a very methodical investigation. However, they are felonies and officers take these very seriously. We call them paper capers because it's just a lot of paperwork a lot of times that you're dealing with in order to figure out what the case is about. A couple of other things that I noticed that were mentioned. They're concerned that this might potentially be a fraudulent passport. Let's talk about passports really quickly. US passports have really, really high level protection. Things that the US State Department doesn't even reveal that are security measures that are inside of passports. We have ghost portraits, which there's also not the portrait that you see, but there's also a ghost portrait of yourself if you look at it. You have microfibers that are on your passport that are very, very hard to duplicate. You also have micro printing, ultraviolet, and color shifting ink, things that are very difficult to duplicate. She also noticed something, that the date sequence on a passport was not the way they do it. The date sequence has to be a certain way, and if it's different, then it's likely not a good passport. The other thing she mentioned was she talked about the checks, and she said, I ran the check through check systems. That is a system used by retail businesses to see the history of a person who is writing a check, and there's history that they can gather from that. And there are also systems that they can use to see if a check is legitimate or not. I'm pretty sure that they're going to touch all of these bases here, but those are just a basic breakdown of both passports and the check system when it comes to doing these kinds of bank investigations.
Well, he's saying that it's in his account.
Yeah, he's saying it came from a bank, from him, he's saying.
What bank?
In Missouri.
Well, even the picture has to be white.
Right. Yeah. I was trying to get her to pull up if it was fake or not, but I couldn't figure out. Make sure.
He's in the back office over there.
Just keep stalling him for a minute.
Just keep stalling. Tell me, is there an actual bank?
I haven't had a chance to look that up. I could have one of the girls.
Okay, see if that is an actual bank. Get the passport. He doesn't have a license. Give him this, but this doesn't even look right because the picture has to be white. Mm-hmm. So it's a fake passport. He's trying to put in like almost $1.5 million.
From where?
He's saying he has an account in St. Louis, trying to open up an account here.
Interestingly, he's still there. Many times when officers arrive to these types of calls, the person leaves because they get spooked or suspicious that the police might be en route, but he's still there, so this is going to be even more interesting.
Hey, how you guys doing? Okay? Good. Anthony.
Yeah.
What do we got going on here today?
Nothing much.
Nothing?
No.
Okay. Where'd you get this passport at?
Get that passport from the United States government.
Okay. You got some other ID on you?
Got a passport card also.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Read that, please.
Vision's starting to go.
Yeah, I hear you. That's why I have these.
I'm an internationally protected person.
Protected person for what?
That ID.
What do you mean a protected person?
I'm an internationally protected person. What the hell is that?
From what, though?
You saw her?
Internationally protected from?
From anything.
From the law, you're saying?
No. Okay.
I'm
I'm just internationally protected. That's what that ID is. I just did.
Never heard
He's
of
a
that.
he's a sovereign citizen.
Yeah. No, I'm not a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm
It
not.
says it right there on the back of the card.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
I don't need to read it. I've seen
No,
it.
it don't. It don't say I'm a sovereign citizen because I don't claim to be a sovereign citizen at all.
Okay. Same ideology.
And that account that I'm using.
What the checks are from?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That account. You better check with the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis before you make a move on me. So I got written permission to use that account.
Can you reach out to him and see who this would be through?
Where they found that?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I got written permission to use that account. If I didn't have written permission to use that account, I wouldn't be using it. I've had my passport since 2020.
Since 2020?
Yeah.
So you don't have a driver's license?
No.
Okay, because you can't drive out of here
Why not?
because you don't have a license.
I don't need a license.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
So you're saying you're a sovereign citizen?
No, I'm not saying I'm a
Is
sovereign
Chrissy
citizen,
available?
officer. Now, let me explain something to you, okay? Let me explain something to you. You see those license plates on the back of my car out there?
The police are here wanting
Did
to
you-
know.
I don't
even know what car you have.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what car I got. I ain't scared. I ain't got no reason to be scared. I ain't done nothing illegal. My car's that 2013 Ford Explorer out there.
Okay.
Go call that number in to
6675.
the Ohio, to the
Thanks.
United States Department of Transportation. It's got a DOT number on there. That car's under my trust. That car's under my trust, and I'm operating out of my trust. And that car's trust property. And that right there, those checks are written off my trust. And I have written permission from the Federal Reserve Bank to use that account.
No, that's what we're going to check.
Yeah, you can check all you want.
Okay, I won't call him a sovereign citizen, but this is definitely sovereign citizen ideology. The way that he's speaking, he's talking about this trust, and I think trusts are a great idea. The sovereign ideology a lot of times leans towards trust and not the actual person's names many times. And again, I think trusts are great ideas. I have trust. However, if you write checks, the funds for the check need to be inside of some type of financial institution, and I'm sure that that's what this investigation is going towards. These types of investigations, patrol will normally arrive, get the initial information, see if the elements of a crime are there. If so, develop the PC, and if that's the case, they make the arrest, but these are normally forwarded to detectives, and banks are open during business hours. So a lot of times in bigger departments, especially like my department, you could get a financial crimes person to come down to the bank at that time and then take over the investigation because they have specialized skills and they have resources that most patrol officers don't necessarily have.
And if you want, I'll call my girlfriend and tell her she can fax the paper up here. Show him where I sent it to him in June.
Show what?
Show him the document that I sent to the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis and to the IRS for written permission to use that account.
Well, wait and see.
Those accounts are private. Isn't that what I told you?
You did?
Did you ask me where the funds was coming from?
Yep, that's what I put on.
I ain't got nothing to lie about. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't no thief. And I ain't doing nothing illegal.
Now, although it's becoming increasingly obvious that this guy's rag to riches stories is too good to be true, there are more legitimate ways to improving your finances. And right now, one of my favorites is the Upside app, who was kind enough to sponsor today's video. You see, Upside is a free app that gives you cash back on everyday purchases, like gas, groceries, and dining. And lately, I've been using it at restaurants. And what I really love about this app is that on top of the cash back that I get from Upside, it gives me cash back on top of the points that I'm already generating with my credit cards, meaning that my savings has gotten that much better. But I'm far from the only person who's benefiting from this app. You see, as of right now, Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you can earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code Sergeant Curtis and get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Using promo code Sergeant Curtis by scanning this QR code on your screen or clicking the link in the description.
And it's not the first time I've done it, just so you know. So you know if I did it before, am I right, officer? If I did it twice before.
Where'd you do it before?
I did it at Woodforest Bank and I did it at
Elmer, this is
I did it at Woodforest Bank and I did it at PNC Bank.
Hi.
Yeah.
You got dates
Information and, like,
Got dates for
where-
what?
for when you did it?
where
Yeah.
that's
I got my paperwork at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I don't appreciate y'all calling me a sovereign citizen because I'm not. Don't put no claim to no name on me.
Okay.
You don't label me.
Okay, let's talk Miranda here. Under the circumstances, would it be prudent to read Miranda, especially since this guy just made a couple of admissions that he's done this before? Now, here's the basis for Miranda. Is the person in custody? But it's whether the person, a reasonable person, would feel that they were in custody under the circumstances. So let's look at some of the circumstances that we have here. Does the person feel free to leave? Now, the number of officers definitely matters. Officer presence is a degree of force, especially under these circumstances. Does the person feel free to leave? The positioning of where they are, where this guy is sitting down in the corner of the bank, does he feel like he can just freely walk out? Is the doorway blocked by an officer to where a reasonable person wouldn't feel free to leave? Now, I know a lot of couples watch this, and this would be a great opportunity to see whether a reasonable person would feel free to leave under these circumstances. And then the questioning, if the officer starts asking questions of a person who's considered in custody. Another thing that this is incredibly interesting. This is a very, very fresh case. United States versus Dante Carter. Dante is D-O-N-T-E. Definitely looked up this case, and I'm just gonna give it to you in a nutshell. An officer encounters Dante, tells Dante to hike up his pants. He hikes up his pants, and the officer sees a bulge that he believes to be a firearm. They retrieve the firearm. That part of the case is not really the most interesting part. The most interesting part of the case to me is the fact that the DC court is saying that a person of color, a black person, is more likely to feel seized under the circumstances of an encounter with the police at that level, when the officers were saying this was a consensual encounter. This is another thing under this Miranda custody type thing. Now, does race come into play on whether a person would feel like they were in custody? This man in this video appears to be an African-American man, a black man. And is that an added thing? And Supreme Court decided, no, we're not gonna rule on this thing. DC, you have at it. This is your ruling. We're not gonna rule on it. But there were some justices that spoke very clearly about how they felt about it, that two justices in particular said that race should not have a bearing on this. So just to put it in a nutshell, this just shows that an encounter can be considered a seizure before a formal arrest. And then anything said can be suppressed if Miranda was not read.
Now, I want you opposite.
Sovereign citizens claim the same thing.
I want you, no, I'm not a sovereign citizen. You can't put me in the boat with somebody else, okay? I'm an ex-officer just like you guys, okay?
She wants to know if you need more information, like the court record or anything.
Yeah, if they can give me that number.
Yeah, if you can give me that number, that'd be great.
We're in a little predicament here. We have this bank employee talking to the officer, giving information about how the investigation is going, and we have the suspect sitting right here listening to everything that's going on. It's a bit of a predicament. I'll tell you why. Partially because of what I mentioned earlier. If the officers move a person, that is considered a seizure in many situations. You can ask, would you mind? Is it okay if we go over here? Or is the other option to ask the bank employee, is there another office you can work out of to keep them separate, because you don't want this person hearing what you're discussing as far as the investigation?
What does this got to do with my old court case down in the city of Warren?
I don't know, the sergeant's saying I'm talking.
That case been dismissed.
What was it for?
What was it for?
Was it for driving without a license and you got your car towed?
No.
I think it was, because I think we stopped you before.
No, it wasn't.
You got a car last time, yeah.
Listen, no, it wasn't. My case down at the county. My case at the county, the Trumbull County. I was right back.
You used to have a car?
I had to do with this car right here, and I had it in the shop.
Yeah.
And the guy had my car for over a year. Okay? And they brought the case. He went down and followed me and lied on me and said that I gave him a fake check. Okay?
Okay.
And I went down there, spoke to them, and spoke to the prosecutor and told him, you guys never asked me not one damn thing about that case. That guy went down and filed that case, and y'all do like y'all always do. You walk in and you assume. You don't investigate. Remember, I'm an ex-cop. Trumbull County Sheriff. And the same time I was working at Trumbull County Sheriff, I was working at Cuyahoga Metropolitan Housing Authority full-time on the midnight shift. Y'all need to stop assuming. Stop putting labels on people. That's disrespectful. Don't call me something that I don't claim to be. You don't know diddly squat about me besides what's in that computer. That's all you know about me. You don't know nothing else about me.
Well, we know you can't. You're not allowed to drive.
No.
Yeah, I have a
Not a
license to
license.
drive.
Yeah.
I don't need a driver's license.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question.
That's why you got your car towed last time.
Officers, I'm not arguing with you. Listen, here's what I want. No, I didn't.
You did.
Here's what, no,
I
didn't.
towed it.
Listen, you never towed that car. That car
I did.
never been towed.
Not that one. Your other one.
You towed what car?
Yeah, we stopped you before. It was a couple years ago now.
No, you
I remember
didn't.
you. Yeah, I did.
No, you don't.
Yes, I did.
Where do I live?
I promise you.
Where do I live?
I don't know. You had these? I don't know.
You didn't.
This number's longer than I ever said. Look at that. What is that even supposed to be?
Okay, so let's talk about this ID card. There are internationally protected people defined by the UN. Presidents, heads of state, some diplomats, and in fact, I'll talk to you about diplomats, and I've showed this before, and this is codified under federal law. 18 USC 111.16 and 18 USC 111.12. But there is no issuing jurisdiction for that type of identification card that makes it legit. I've showed this before. There are diplomatic passports. I had one when I was on embassy duty. But this diplomatic passport that I got on embassy duty did not make me an internationally protected person. Only some diplomatic people get that status. You can't just buy that ID somewhere and automatically assume that you're a protected person internationally. This is a very, very sovereign citizen type ideology, and they'll put that 18 USC code on those ID cards, and I couldn't see if it was on there, but I've seen them where they have that code on there. You can't just assume that protection.
Listen,
We don't even know if that's even you, but I recognize your face.
listen. You don't recognize my face.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Now let me explain
No,
something.
don't try putting labels on him that he can't remember yet.
No.
When he can't remember.
Don't put that evil on.
Yeah, don't try putting that on him.
Listen, I ain't never had my car towed for that. I ain't never had my car towed because I had no driver's license.
What's that?
Do you want me to take this to the other officer?
Yeah, give that to sir.
I ain't never had my car towed because I had no driver's
They
license.
not come. What are they checking for?
Do you know how long it's been since I haven't had a driver's license?
2023. License expired.
Yeah, it expired, and I renew it.
Yeah, so you're not allowed to drive then.
No, let me explain something to you officers, okay, before you jump to conclusions. I understand what the Ohio Revised Code says, but what overrides the Ohio Revised Code? Don't the United States Supreme Court rulings on driver's license override that? Yes, it does.
You need a driver's
It
license.
says- No.
They're saying you need a driver's license.
No,
You
it
have a
says-
valid driver's license.
Well, look, let me tell you something. It don't say I need a driver's license. Ohio,
City of Warren, State of Ohio does.
I don't care nothing about City of Warren, State of Ohio. I don't care about
That's
that.
what we go by right now.
Well, I'm not going by that because I'm going by what federal law says. Federal law overrides state
4573.
and city. Federal says the U.S. Supreme Court says I don't have to have
Do
a
you want me to
driver's
call the
license
service
or
here?
car
Give you information
insurance.
over here?
Love this.
And that car.
You don't have insurance either?
That car's under my. Yeah, I got insurance under my trust. Now touch it. That vehicle's under a trust, and the trust.
Well, if you pull out of here and we stop you, then we're going to tow it again. And
Listen. I respect you officers to the utmost. Okay? Don't threaten me.
47.
It's not a threat.
Because that vehicle is under a trust. You better go to your supervisor. You better ask him about a private trust.
that is a supervisor.
You better ask him about a trust. Because if you trespass on that trust property, okay, there's going to be a problem.
Okay.
47.
Public,
What kind of problem?
all I'm saying is this, officer.
kind of problem?
Listen, don't try and play me. I'm older than both of y'all.
What kind of problem?
Don't try and play me, bro. Come on now. I would never disrespect the officer. Period. Never. The routing number on that account is to the Federal Reserve Bank.
Kristen,
The account number on that
can you
account
call me back at extension
is to my
1670?
private trust.
Thanks.
Starts with a 98. Ma'am, am I right?
Excuse
Both of
me?
those checks, the routing number is to the Federal Reserve Bank.
I don't know. I haven't looked at that just yet.
Okay,
I'll take a look though for you.
The account number, don't it start with a 98 on both of those checks? How do I know that? Because it's my private trust. It's registered with the Internal Revenue Service.
4746.
Want me to go home and get the paperwork for you? My girlfriend fax the paperwork to you?
4746.
No, just wait here.
I'm trying to make a deposit and they call the police. For what? I ain't doing nothing illegal. What am I doing? I don't understand that. You go to the bank to make a deposit because they're too large a deposit to call the police? It's ridiculous. It don't make no sense. Why can't y'all just treat customers like customers?
Is it Todd Hunt or Tyler Hunt?
Go scan the check. If the check scans and it goes through, what that mean? Don't that mean the check is good?
That's what they're trying to figure out right now.
Here's another check that I'm waiting to clear from the IRS. Okay?
If you have all this money, why are you
For 1 point, I'm getting ready to get out of Warren.
What do you do for work?
I'm retired.
Oh.
I'm going to get the hell out of Warren. This check right here.
Where's the trust from?
Huh?
Where's the trust from?
It's from,
From family or what?
yeah, it's from my dad's estate. Part of it's from my dad's estate. And my mom's estate. My mom and dad is deceased. This check right here to the IRS, United States Treasury, dated 8/13, $1.25 million. So why the hell would I write $1 million check and I ain't got no money in the account? Or the check is bad. Come on, guys. Y'all know better than that.
Pictures of checks. He's got pictures of checks.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't mean anything.
You could have just been sitting at home writing them, taking pictures of them.
Well, guess what? You want to go to my house and want me to log into my... All right. No. I understand what you're saying. But for me to show you that you just doing this, go to my house, look at my account, and I'll log into my IRS account. And you see them checks come.
How do we know you're not just doing this?
Because I don't talk shit. I don't talk shit and came back to that. I'm 64, going to 65 years old. I'll be 65 October 2nd. When I talk the talk, I walk the walk.
When did all this start? This stuff.
When did this...
That start.
I've had that for the last 2 years. I've had my passport for the last 4 years. My passport card and my passport book. I got
4692.
They all got my picture on it. Okay?
All right. No, I know where you can go online and get them. It's not it's like $20. They're not that.
$20 or what? For that?
For them to make them, yeah.
No.
They're not hard
they
to
don't
get.
cost $20. No, no.
I don't know what you paid then, but
No, you don't know what I paid. It wasn't no damn $20 either.
was it more?
Yeah, a hell of a lot more.
You got ripped off, man.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. See, one thing about it, bruh, is to have a full understanding of what's going on. To have an overstanding and an understanding.
But
You got your side and I got mine.
right, but listen, you're giving money to people who are shysters who take your money and give you this ID that does nothing, that goes nowhere. These people don't
Look,
have it.
I haven't sent that ID in.
They're taking your money and putting you in a jackpot. That's all they're doing.
No, listen, I haven't taken
You
that
believe in
ID.
this ideology that they have.
No,
That
no.
all right. I'm just trying to.
I haven't sent this ID in
I mean,
to the government yet. Okay? I haven't sent it in to the government. When I send this ID into the government, they're gonna put it in the computer.
who said that?
No, I ain't know who said it. I haven't done it yet.
Who told you that?
Nobody told me anything.
Where did you read it?
I ain't read it nowhere.
How do you know?
Because I know. Because I've sent other ID
But
in.
who told you?
Nobody told me anything. I did it on my own.
How do you know they enter your ID in?
Just like they enter your driver's license.
4730 traffic stop.
That's because that doesn't belong to you. That belongs to the state. That
I
ain't even
know
your
it
driver's
belongs-
license.
Listen.
That's why it's entered.
Now listen. Now you just opened your mouth and you said a very important thing right there.
Something you need.
No.
Even your plates.
No, Dad. No.
Yeah.
The driver's license don't belong to me. It belongs to the state. Okay? And I don't belong to the state. The driver's license belongs
If you
to
want
the
to
state.
drive on a road,
No, I'm not
you're going to
driving.
get that license.
I'm not driving. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. Now read it in the law. Am I allowed to travel? I'm not driving.
See, everything you're saying. See, these questions I'm
That's
asking
not
you, this is all sovereign citizen.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Go read the law. See, y'all talk that sovereign citizen crap, but you won't go read the law.
Nah.
Go read the law. Include the Ohio Revised Code.
I
Read
know.
it.
I know.
Read it what it says. You are. Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So before driver's license, the car came out. Everybody was walking, right? Did they have to have a license to walk? I want y'all to use y'all's brain.
Walk?
I'm not talking about that bull crap. Use your head more than hat rat. Before the invention of an automobile, everybody was what? Walking. Then people were on animals. Am I right or am I wrong? Then they went from animals to wagons, right? Then they went to cars. Go back and read your history. When automobiles was first created, find out if there was a driver's license.
We ain't worried about history.
No, history.
We're worried about the present law.
History.
The present law.
History has to do with
The
present.
present law.
Yeah. And I don't care about.
You have to have
I don't
it-
have to follow the law.
Unfortunately, you do.
No, I don't.
Everybody does.
No.
Well, in a civilized society, okay,
I'm civilized, but I don't have to
there
follow the
are
law.
right.
Because the law was what you don't understand is the law was written against me.
So again, if we look here, remember in custody, it's a totality of circumstances, not necessarily just one thing. And if you look at the configuration of the officers again, one at the door and then the other one in this L configuration, does that seem like a person is going to be free to leave? And again, it's a totality of the circumstances and it's their call. And they may have read Miranda off camera that I don't even know about, but it's a really good educational opportunity for people who really want to know when Miranda should be read.
Did you be used against me? It wasn't used to help me. Just like I said with my one case at the county. The city, it went to the city and then it moved over to the county. The city prosecutor did investigate. They didn't pick up the phone, call me and ask me no damn questions. And the county did the same damn thing. Okay? So don't tell me nothing about no law. I know exactly how it works. They don't do no investigation. You go down there on any kind of case, they're doing like the law always do. They assume. And when you assume, you make an ass of yourself. That's why the first 3 letters of assume is ASS.
So did you assume that when you send this in, they're going to enter it? Because you're just
No, I didn't assume that. I know it for a
nobody
fact.
told you.
No, nobody told me. I know it for a fact because I've already sent other ID in.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She advised it's definitely not
I'm not assuming
time.
anything.
So what is it for?
See, I can pick my own ID. I don't have to have
We
ID
don't
from
have
the state.
Why do you have to have any ID at all?
Our system.
You don't.
Why do you?
You don't.
Why'd you pay to get one?
Because so I would be able to use it
For what?
when I go to like casinos or wherever.
Casino ain't going to take that.
Yeah, they will.
No.
Casinos take it every day. That
Come
very
on.
ID. Yeah, they do.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they do. You just don't know about it, but they do.
That's good.
They take it every day.
I said that. But,
Well,
she says no,
they
it's
are not supposed to.
If I have a driver's license that's a driver's license other than Ohio, is it any good?
Yeah.
Now, there's a question in there. Y'all answered it correctly.
This is the United
Thank you,
States.
officers. Yeah.
You can even have one from, shoot, Canada.
Puerto Rico, where?
Okay. All right. I appreciate the answers because the answers was 100% correct. I appreciate
Were you a
it.
teacher?
Are you?
No. No, I'm just asking questions. I know the answers, but you guys gave me the right answer.
But
I'm going to tell you something about you guys. Now, you guys are some of the best officers out there. You really are. Because you're being sincere, you're being honest. And I'm being honest and sincere with you. I'm not jacking your leg and none of that crap. Okay? That's a driver's license.
from?
It's an international driver's license. Good in 188 countries.
Well, it'll pop up when we run it.
I don't know if it'll pop up or not, but I know
It will. You can run an
I know
international
it's-
license.
I know it's an international driver's license.
Yeah. We can find out. You said that you don't need an ID, but you have IDs. You don't need to spend money on an ID. Spend money on an ID. You said you don't need one. Why have one? It's just the circular argument.
It's good to have
Because
an
I
ID
think that
because-
someone put this in your head,
No,
and you
ain't nobody
believe
put nothing in my
this.
head. I'm a grown man. Don't nobody put nothing in my head. I do my own thing.
I get that, but you're going to get yourself in a jackpot.
It's good to have an ID because, just like here, can you go in the bank and open an account without an ID? No.
Here's the deal. We're going to take him. So he's got multiple things wrong, with his passport, the picture, the issuance date, and so forth. But we contacted the Federal Reserve, and the primary thing right now is the Federal Reserve in St. Louis, where he's claiming this money is at, doesn't issue personal checks. He's got a personal check here.
They don't have personal accounts.
Accounts. Okay. So amongst other things, the print on this, there's just, they're bogus checks. He's trying to cash $1.6 million here. So she's going to get other answers here from the Federal Reserve here in a few minutes, but in the meantime, there's enough. We're going to go.
Take him passing bad checks. Well,
We're just going to hold him on an investigation right now because I don't want any, I don't want him to appear in court or anything and then him set a bond and then he's gone. So we're just going to book him right now on an investigation and we'll talk to the prosecutor's office and go from there. But he's a sovereign citizen. I'm going to have you say I
What
do.
does that mean?
I'll explain that to you. Like the laws don't apply. There's no laws.
Okay.
So they got their own set of laws.
Gotcha.
yeah.
So
Stop believing.
So if federal-
Stop believing what they trained you
federally,
and brainwashed you to believe, and go read the law.
what is your what's your stance on marijuana?
If you marijuana, I'm gonna tell you what my stance is on marijuana.
No, tell me right now what. Hold on, because this is going to blow your case out of the water.
No, it's not.
What is the federal stance on marijuana? What is Ohio's stance on marijuana?
The Ohio stance and the federal stance is two different stands. They both stand.
All right, I'm going to have you go and stand up. You're going to be detained in handcuffs.
For what? What y'all handcuffing me for? What did I do?
46.
Do y'all see my passport book?
Oh no, that was the call 3 days ago.
What are y'all arresting me for?
Hold on. You got your key on you? Lock him.
Can I call my girlgirlfriend? So she can
From the county.
You'll get a call. That's my ID right there. Where's my passport book? 'Cause she didn't even.
Well,
I have
we're
that.
keeping that.
You keeping my passport book for what? All right, good. So you know this is false arrest, right? So you guys are not gonna tell me why you're arresting me, huh?
Well, I'm guessing passing bad checks, my
I
friend.
ain't passing no damn bad checks. I ain't passing no bad checks.
Right here, this one.
I got permission to use that account from the Federal Reserve Bank and the IRS.
That's his.
In custody. Half of what you see, none of what you hear. That guy sounded pretty sure that he had the money in the bank, but the video tells a very different story. But the original video is pinned and it says that he was arrested for counterfeit checks, bad checks, and criminal tools, which I'm guessing are the IDs. There looks like there was an update to his case, and it looks like he was sentenced to 2 years probation for the 2 counterfeiting checks, and the other charges got dumped. And again, that's not official. That's off the original video, which is pinned. These cases are really, really interesting if you look at the degree that a person goes to. And for $1.6 million, 2 years of probation. That's why a lot of people who go into a life of crime feel like going into the paper craper stuff is a more reasonable way to go, but it really doesn't matter because it's still a felony and you're still going to incur a whole bunch of things, because a lot of times there are also fines that a person incurs, just doesn't pay. And on that note, since we had this case where they were talking about whether there are internationally protected people, it's really cool because the coin today is an international coin. It's a really cool looking coin as well. And people have been saying that they can't see the coins. Like someone told me that if I go like this and tilt it, that you can see it. And I cannot read this coin, but I had to look it up. This coin is from the Republic of Lithuania. So shout out to all the Lithuanians. And this is a Lithuanian coin, and it says Leadership Protection Department. It's got some nice heft to it. It's a really cool looking coin. Much appreciated. I love the international. I love all the coins, but this one is also really, really cool. So shout out to all the Lithuanians. Thank you for the coins. Again, if you want to send coins, please, if you don't explicitly say that you want your name mentioned, I will not mention your name. I'm going to be posting an address that you can send them all to. I'm just getting a lot of this stuff organized. It's really my number one priority is to get the content put out. A lot of these other things that I'm doing are really just fun, interesting things that I want to add value to the channel for educational purposes and for more of a community camaraderie thing. And I also decided to rotate out the books, definitely books that helped me out throughout my career. So I know that people have been in the comment section talking about those. So you'll see that there'll be some changes to that as well. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.